you know, being in a space where you suggested an herbal remedy and someone was like, that doesn't make any sense, or, you know, you learning something new about something, or something that's just in your heart, something that you're just feeling, and that being denied because it wasn't logical enough, or folks just not being soft or open enough to hear your medicine. And kind of just trying to love on people and not being responded to in that way. That's a definite energy of kind of like toxic femininity developing, and the things that do create that, right? So this is kind of how we tap back into that sensuality, that peace, that creative Empress energy that allows us to know we can steal the fucking show. We can have fun. And if somebody does not feel our medicine or agree with our medicine, that's fine. You don't have to mother them. You don't have to share with folks that are not willing to be shared with. This comes with Dong Quai. This is a healing energy. This is an energy that allows us to really be full of ourselves and be full in ourselves and just indulge deeply in our own medicines and really steep that before we feel the need to share with other people. So this is kind of an energy of recuperation. This is the energy of allowing ourselves to really know who we are and what we fuck with before we even bring that to anybody else's table, right? So what's cute about that, was very cute about that, is that there's kind of an energy of questioning, again, who we choose to share that with, where we choose to share it, and if it's even worth sharing. But this is also more of an energy really relating to what oh my gosh, what is this? This is cute. Wow, I've never actually worked with Passion Flower, but Shorty just showed me a whole vision of her, and I've been seeing her a lot on Instagram, so she gonna have something to say in a second. But anyway, whenever you feel like there are multiple choices happening and you're not sure which one to pick over this week and the rest of November, really, pick your pleasure. Pick what brings you the most joy. Pick what vibrates the best. Pick what feels like exhilaration. And don't be afraid to get into more tools of really just asking the universe, what's going on? What path is going to lead me to more joy? Pick the flower that feels brightest. Have fun with it. So Passion Flower is really just sweetness. It's just brightness. It's really being able to know. It mostly just feels like this flower works with that psychic ability, that psychic energy to delve into that fun. So the way that I'm feeling it is like it's a mix of valerian and like sunshine. It's just like that deep knowing, but with passion, right? So just follow your passion, follow your brightness. And here we go. Where the other two spreads had reverse Pentacles cards, here we come with the Ace of Pentacles. So here we come with the universe bringing that whole lesson back, bringing that ass right back, and asking you, are you ready for the lessons and the blessings that are coming for you? Are you ready for the stability? Are you ready for the money? Are you ready for all of the ways of cementing the things that you've learned? Are you really ready to feel more like yourself? Are you ready to feel more steeped in who you are as a person? And are you ready to become unfuckwittable? That's really what it is. Are you ready to just be certain of your power without having to question it? And this goes right with the Empress, because the Empress don't ask no fucking questions. She's not concerned with who does or does not like her. Honestly, I feel like the Empress is just like Queen of Wands, and I love Queen of Wands because she does not give a fuck, you know? So really just being mindful of how you carry those lessons on your back and how you allow them to ground you, how you allow them to help you heal through any situation with anybody. So really this is a full transformation. This is us going through the pain and seeing it and really just asking ourselves, okay, who are we in the midst of this pain, right? So let's do the final spread. Oh, yes, bitch. It's really sad season, bitch. What? Okay, cute. So it seems like really a lot of people are just going to take that lesson. And I love this because it's the Knight. The Knight takes the message. The Knight is sure of himself. The Knight is steady. The Knight knows who the fuck he is. And the Knight is just comfortable with everything he's learned. He doesn't really harbor as much shame. He doesn't feel all the regret, and if he does, he's not spreading it, you know. He's not basking in it and calling himself a piece of shit, you know. He lets himself learn. He lets himself grow in that respect. So L-Campaign came with this one. So L-Campaign is a really, really dope herb in terms of the throat, in terms of expressing exactly what needs to be expressed and nothing more. So this kind of feels more like Capricorn energy to me. If you know a strong Capricorn, you know that they do what the fuck they gotta do to get where they need to go. Most of my customers who are Capricorns tend to come to me less than other people because they write down their notes. They're like, okay, I'm putting this shit in action. They make a plan and then they're good. You know what I mean? That's their way of thinking, and I've always admired that. So really being able to set a game plan and follow that and be aligned with that will help. But what we need to be mindful of is letting shit fall. Letting shit fall. Even as we're rebuilding and we're coming up with new ideas of what we need to happen, when things don't go exactly as they're planned, that's because they weren't meant to be in the plan. You know, sometimes we put little things in our game plans because it feels right, or it's like, oh, well, I need to do this to get here. If spirit don't want that shit for you, it's because you're about to level up past that. It's because you don't need that step. It's because something cooler is going to come in that place, or something a little bit more rigorous that's going to help you level up, so you don't need a couple more steps. You can get exactly where you need to be. So it's just a matter of trusting it and paying attention to the energy that moves around that. Even in asking yourself, why is this not happening? Pay attention to the visions, the insight you get. It could be as simple as, you know, you ask yourself, why am I not here? Or why did this fall through? And someone's arguing with someone else on the street and they're like, because it wasn't supposed to, or fuck that, you know, like, it doesn't have to be just like that, but something along those lines, you know? You never know what, but you can always ask, and usually you will know after that. So again, just letting shit fall so you can rebuild up. You can't be in the middle of a fucking, like, hurricane trying to rebuild your house. That's not gonna work, sis. Like, just let it go. Let it happen. And just remembering to be calm in the midst of that. And if shit is getting you down, we're not back in all those retrogrades. You could just breathe. You can just laugh it out. You can meditate. I think another really important thing to mention is we're in astrological times that are a lot lighter and brighter. So to be able to pull yourself out of that state and just breathe and just meditate, it'll help. It'll help a lot more. There's not going to be as much crazy shit happening in your head. So just chill. Take it. Right? So, again, that comes with the message of not making shit more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. Right? Again, when things are not going your way, it's not woe is me. It's not the universe isn't fucking with me yet again. It's literally just do what you gotta do. Just wait. Just heal up. What I like about this is, I've never even noticed this and I've had this deck for a minute. This is kelp. So kelp is super duper nutrient dense. Humans can pretty much survive on kelp. But knowing that just because you can survive doing something over and over again does not mean that you're living doing it. Does not mean that it's okay for you to make yourself a martyr and then complain about why you don't have certain things. Really, sometimes it's just a matter of questioning our own bullshit. Questioning how bad we want to do a thing so we can look away, so we can look like this to this person or whatever the fuck. No, what you're doing is between you and God. What you're doing is between you and the versions of yourself that are writing out your success. So if you're supposed to be doing something, you know what that's like. You know what that's supposed to look like if you're really asking. But if you do the other thing anyway, you're gonna feel that. You know, you're gonna feel the repercussions of that. So really just staying in contact with your guides, staying in contact with your God, you know what I mean? And with yourself, and, you know, just anchoring in like, okay, I have a whole support system. I have people that are here with me. If I'm confused about something, I can ask, right? And again, not feeling like a loner. We are not in Scorpio season, or by this time, whatever, I'm excited. We won't be in Scorpio season by this time, so it's a lot easier to feel the brightness. So take in that energy, you know. Sagittarius energy is a gift in the midst of all this crazy fuck shit. So, you know, use it. Be grateful. Have fun. And isn't this a fucking beautiful card to end on? Boom, the Magician. You got this. You can do whatever you want, really. You have all the tools. This is the point where we as a collective recognize we have all the fucking tools we need to change the world. We have everything going for us. And really, if you pay attention this month, it'll be so much easier for you to understand your own inner flow, your own inner, the way that your chi moves, the way that you're connected to each different circumstance. Again, for those of you folks who are clairsentient, for those of you who have your clair senses activated, really use them, and learn how to use them in ways that you won't stop believing in yourself. So some people will have these senses, will be able to kind of just get a vision and know they're not supposed to do something, or feel in their heart that it's not the path for them. But sometimes I'll just be like, oh, you know, whatever, it's heartburn or whatever. No, bitch, it's not heartburn. Do what you gotta do, you know? So really just using those tools, using the tools that you have in the spiritual and in the material to merge and get what it is that you want, right? So the plant ally that comes with this is astragalus. Astragalus is extremely powerful. It does everything, bro. It's so good for your fucking body, and it just nurtures you, but it's also very good for being in tune spiritually. So if you're trying to develop your clairs, work with astragalus, meditate with a cup of astragalus, and just pay attention to how your body feels, how you feel the energy moving through you, and really just sink into that knowing that you have everything you need at your disposal. And if you don't feel like you have everything you need at your disposal, ask yourself, what are the tools that I need right now, or what are the tools that I have that I should be developing? So something as simple as drinking a cup of astragalus tea, asking yourself these questions, and writing down the answers that you get. Not even trying to censor yourself. If you're writing down that you have the fucking gift of using a flute, or you see yourself using a flute in a vision, write that shit down and get a flute. I don't give a shit if you've never played a